Mitch Dyer in the iridescent orange. He'll set the pace, and we'll see him just work his way around the outside of the field. 13 athletes in this men's C mile field. Lucas Shug or Wenda Reed. We've already seen him go around once over 800 metres. And he'll just tuck in behind Dyer. Field still close together. And again, we're starting to see this field on time. It's just compact. So Messini of Western Athletics, 4:09 is his best. He's the fastest seed in this field. It extends out to Old Melbourne's Christopher Atkins, 4:17.9. His best recorded time over the mile distance. So we'll see the full field make their way around the bend. Messini, Nick Earl of Melbourne University, McLennan of Doncaster, Coles, Waverley, Lucas Shug we mentioned earlier, and he'll just lead them in behind the pace of Dyer, Bowley, Glenn Hutley, as well as Jack Bullock. Gibney of Old Severians, University's Lee Goodecker, Chris Winter, Glenn Hutley is in the mix, as the youngsters Stratton and Atkins just out the rear of the field. So they're through in about 69 seconds, 400 metres, Dyer holding the pace there. The Western Athletics runner Messini locked in, Shug back there, the Doncaster runner McClellan, 4:12.15, his best. Goodecker, Coles there, the tall figure, back and forth. Starting to see those three Glenn Hutley athletes now just pick up that gap again. They look like they dropped back, but they're going to move back up to them again. So we got a lead runner with the pace. It's Dyer, and it looks like he's about to step off very shortly. In fact, no, he's just kept pushing around the bend. So it's Dyer still holding the pace there for Messini. Gap back there to Goodek, Melbourne University. The Doncaster athlete just in front of him, that's McClellan. So gusty conditions now here at the Rawson track. The Mile Championship's just starting to heat up. Of course, the A races just a couple away for both men and women, with the trophies and state championships on the line. So Dyer's going to take them through, Messini in behind him. Back there to Campbell, McLennan, Goodek, Coles. And next to Melbourne University runners there, and Nick Earl. Now we also see another one of the Chilwell runners that's just worked his way into this heat. So it's still Messini at the front of the field as they're moving their way through the 1,000 metre mark. And the pace doing a very good job of just keeping it honest. But we're seeing McClellan just starting to make a little bit of ground back. It probably stretched out to maybe 15 metres, but that gap's starting to come back 10 metres and closing as Campbell McClellan's doing a lot of work there to bring that duo of runners. It could be a quartet if Andrew Coles can hang there with him and bring through the tall Melbourne University figure, and Lee Goodek. As Dyer just starts to work his way from the inside across to the outside of the track, and I think they'll leave them to their own devices at one lap remaining. Dyer doing an outstanding job there, just holding them through the pace. 3:25, 3:26 at the 1,200 metre mark. Messini, McLennan, Earl, back to Coles, Goodek. Next is the Glenn Hutley runners there. Looks like Simon Bowley. So Messini now having the chances to stretch out now. Pace is off. And it's all up to him at the front of the field. McClellan has the challenge and Earl behind him. Cole's back about 3 or 4 strides. Back to Goodek. Along there with him, Glenn Hutley's Simon Bowley. So 200 metres from home, Messini maybe just starting to tighten up. That gap is closing. McClellan's coming back at him. He's going to have to leave early if he's going to make this chase. Messini, a sense of urgency about it now. 150 metres from home, is going to straighten up. Will lead him into the stretch. McClellan still within striking distance. But it's Messini holding sway. McLennan trying to dig deep. As we see Bowley pegging back some ground into third place for Glenn Hutley. And Michael Messini will take the win. They'll do that one nice and easily in the end. Kevin McLennan maybe just gave them a little bit too much of a start. The C race is going to be taken out by Michael Messini of Western Athletics. Next up will be the men's B race, and then we have the 2 championship races to remain.